Welcome to the presentation Conceptual Dependency. Conceptual dependency, it is denoted by CD, is a theory is based on the use of limited number of primitive concepts and rules of formation to represent any natural statement. The theory states that different sequences which have the same meaning should have the same unique conceptual dependency representation. That means different sentences which have the same meaning should have the same unique conceptual dependency representations are there. The conceptual dependency provides structures and specific set of primitives from which the representation can be built. For example, I gave a book to the man, that is represented by a conceptual dependency there. Later we can see what is P, O, R, everything. So this is the basic concept. The same representation can be used for I gave the man a book, the man got book from me, the book was given to man by me, etc. So all these sentences can be represented based on the same representation. The conceptual dependency theory have 5 different types of ontology, which means state of being or the building blocks. They are entities, actions, conceptual cases, conceptual dependencies, conceptual tense. Entities, there are 2 types of entities in a conceptual dependency. One is PP and second one is PA. PP stands for picture producer, are actors of physical objects that perform different acts. And the second type is PA. It is known as picture aider, supporting properties or attributes of producers. So these are the 2 entities that we are used in conceptual. Then the actions. There are 2 types of actions in conceptual graph. One is primitive actions, that is represented by ACTS, and second one is AA, action aider. Action aider are properties or attributes of primitive actions. And primitive actions, there are a list of primitive actions. So these are the list of primitive actions: a trans, a attend, conc, expel, grabs, etc. So you can just read each of these. Then conceptual categories. There are 4 types of conceptual categories are there. One is act, that is the action. PP, that's the object, picture producer. AA, modification of actions, that is action aider. PA means picture aider, that is modifiers of PP, that attributes that support the picture aider of the producer. So these are the 4 conceptual categories. Then conceptual case, there are again 4 conceptual cases are there. Objective case, or it denote with objects. Directive case, it denote with D, that is the designation. Going home is an example there. Instrumental case, that is denoted by capital I, instruments. Eat with spoon or eat with fork, all these are examples. Recipient case is recipient or the donor. A few conversions that we are used for conceptual graphs are: arrows indicate the direction of dependency. Double arrow indicate two-way link between the actor and action. That is picture producer and act. These are the set of conceptual tenses that we usually use in a conceptual graph. Slash it is used for negative. Question mark it is used for interrogative. C is used for conditional. Delta is used for timeless. F is for future. K continuing. P past. T transition. T of F finished transition. T of S start transition. So these are the conceptual tense that is used in a conceptual graph. Then there are a set of rules that is used for a conceptual graph. The first rule is PP double negation act. It describes the relationship between an actor and the event he or she causes. This is a two-way dependency since neither actor nor event can be considered primarily. The letter P indicates the dependency link indicates the past tense. So this is an example there. John ran, that is represented with John is the picture property PP and ran is the transactions acts there. The primitive transactions actions are there. So P-trans is used there. P-trans means physical transfer from one location to another location, that is denoted by P-trans. So John double negation P, it is used for indicating the past tense because John ran. Then ran, the action, primitive action that is used for ran is physical transfer from one location to another location. The second rule is act implies PP. It describes the relationship between an act and a PP or object of the act. The direction of arrow is towards the act since the context of the specific act determines the meaning of the object. For example, John pushed the bike. So John pushed the bike. Bike is the object there. Push, propel. Propel means application of force. That's the primitive action that is used here. In order to push something, we need to apply some force. So for that one, the primitive action is propel. So that's the representation there. Third one, PP, double negation PP. It describes the relationship between two PPs, one of which belongs to the set of defined by the other. For example, John is a doctor. So it can be represented with, there are two picture producers are there. PP stands for picture producers. So John is a picture producer, doctor is a picture producer. It shows the relationship between two picture producers. Then fourth one is, it describes the relationship between two P's, one of which provides a particular kind of information about the other. The three most common type of information provided by this way of process shown in post by location and physical containment. The direction of arrow is again towards the concept being described. For example, John's dog. So John's dog, it is represented as John is a picture producer, dog is again a picture producer, but it gives an information about the dog, who is the owner of the dog. So there are three types of information that is provided there. One is possession or post by. Second one is location and third one is physical containment. So here we are, possession is used here. So dog implies possessed by John. The fourth type of rule is, it describes the relationship between picture producer and picture aider that is assessed to describe it. PA represents the state of PP such as height, health, etc. So another example is here, John is fact. So it describes the picture producer, that is John, and PA is, it's a picture aider that describes the picture producer. So John is fact, that is represented by weight. So John implies weight greater than 50. That's the higher weight. John is fat. That's the concept we are representing. Sixth rule, it describes the relationship between picture producer and attributes that already has been predicated of it. The direction is towards PP being described. Smart John. So again, John is a picture producer and picture aider is smart. It can be described on the basis there. Seventh rule, it describes the relationship between act and the source and the recipient of the act. So it shows the relationship between act with two PP, picture producers. Usually it is from or source to destination. John took the book from Mary. So that is represented by John. A trans is a primitive action which means transfer of an abstract entity with John and Mary. That transfers book there. So John transfers book to Mary. Sorry, book from Mary. Eighth rule, it describes the relationship between the changes state, describes the change in states. For example, tree grows, or it shows the relationship that there is one picture producer and two picture aider. So it shows the relationship between one picture producer and two picture aiders. So an example is tree grows. So tree is a picture producer. The size is greater than is C. If it is equal to C means it grows there. Another ninth rule, it describes the relationship between one conceptualization and another that case causes it. Hence, set X is the cause and set Y is if X then Y. That's the basic concept. Bill shot Bob. So X is Bill shot Bob. Y is Bob's health is poor. So that's the cause of the result of Bill shot Bob. 10th one, it describes the relationship between one conceptualization with another that is happening at the time of first. Here, set Y is happening while set X is progress. While going home, I saw a snake. So, I am going home is one set and I saw snakes is another set. So, here Y is I saw a snake and X is I am going home. So these are another examples for representation. One is Jenny cried. Second one is milk went to India. Mary read a novel. Since drugs can kill, I stopped. So the corresponding conceptual dependency representation is here. This is another example. There are a set of advantages for conceptual dependency. Using these primitives involves fewer inference rules. Many inference rules are already represented by conceptual dependency structure. The hole in the initial structure helps to focus on the point still to be established. And there is a set of disadvantages also there. Knowledge must be decomposed into fairly low-level primitives. Impossible or difficult to find correct set of primitives. A lot of inference may still be required. Representations can be complex even for relatively simple actions. Complex representations require a lot of storage. Thank